Hey guys, it's Jaden from Tech for Days, and today we're here with the Skiva PowerSkin IP5s and 5. This is the 2000 milliamp battery case with a built-in lightning port for the iPhone 5 and 5s, as it does hint right here in the title. And we know Skiva has amazing products. If you've been on my YouTube channel before, or if you're a first-time viewer, they have amazing products. So I'm very excited to actually review this case. So let's go ahead and just jump into some of these specs. Right here we have the model number, which this is the AP110. It's a Li polymer battery, so I don't think this is a lithium. It's a Li polymer. The capacity is 3.7 volts or 2200 milliamps, which is really odd because on the front of the box it says 2000 milliamps, unless they were just rounding, but on the back it says 2200 milliamps capacity. And then we have an input of DC 5 volts 1 amp, and that is the max, and then an output of DC 5 volts 1 amp as well. And then we have a weight, which is approximately 77.3 grams. We have an output interface of lightning, and an input interface of micro. Now, I do think it would be really cool if they actually made the input lightning as well, so that way, just in case someone doesn't have a lightning cable, a micro USB cable, they can actually use their Apple cable. And this may come with one, but I still think it's convenient to actually have a lightning cable input instead of a micro input. I think that's just something that would be cool and set them apart from other companies. So anyways, that is the end of those specs we have here. For some of our features, we have standard USB output, cutouts for all the iPhone 5s and 5 features. It's a protective case that protects your phone from bumps and scratching, fashionable LED indicator, and we have a protective IC circuit efficiency to avoid short circuits, overcharging, or over discharging. So we also have a 1-year limited warranty, as seen with all Skiva products. And like I said, it is weird that it says 2200 milliamps, but then the main title says 2000 milliamps, so I'm really not sure which one it is. So let's just go ahead and see what we're working with here. So we'll pull up this flap. We just kind of broke those little pieces of tape right there. So we'll go ahead and slide into this. And right off the bat, this is a really interesting case actually. Right here we have our little user manual, and the warranty guide will be in there. And then we have a little guide that tells you how much percentage is what, so you guys can take a look at that. And then here we have the case with some more warranty. And here we have the case, which is really different. It has like a leather backing. It looks like a Galaxy Note 3 kind of leather backing. It's really interesting. And then we have our LED indicators, which is really different because it has the power button in between the 4 LED indicators. So we have like a 75% charge here. And then we have our audio jack input. And then this is where you would charge it, right here at the bottom. And we have a little rubbery texture here. So maybe you don't need, this is probably a one-piece case, which is really interesting. And then we have our cutouts and our volume rocker bumpers. And this thing looks really, really interesting, so I'm excited to put my iPhone in it and see exactly how it works. And it's actually 2000 milliamps as said right here, so that was just a discrepancy in the box. And I have a text message. So we'll go ahead and go through the accessories, which is just a micro USB cable that we have here. And then I have my iPhone right here, so we'll go ahead and put this thing inside of this awesome case, and we'll do our 5-minute charge test. Okay guys, so here I am with my bare naked iPhone 5s, and this is a slide-in case, so this is really interesting. I haven't seen a one-piece like this or slide-in case before. This is really cool actually, and I like that it's different. I haven't reviewed this before, so that's really awesome. And we'll go ahead and see how it feels, and it feels very nice. And if we turn around to the back, we see the camera cutouts, which is very large, which is a good thing. And we have perfect access to our mute switch, as you guys can see, and the volume buttons aren't really affected, and the power button is actually really easy to press. It's almost as if there isn't a case there. And one thing to note is that there's not really much of a lip. I do have tempered glass, but there's still not really a lip, so if you do drop your phone face down, you are going to suffer damage, and your phone might pop out of this thing because it's pretty easy to take it off. So this is not the most protective case, but it's a battery case and it gets the job done. And look how slim it is. It's really, really slim. So let's go ahead and do our 5-minute charge test to see what type of battery we're working with here. And we're at 38%, so we can go ahead and see how this performs with a 38% charge. Okay guys, so we're all set up here. We're at 38%, so we'll go ahead and hold the button so it turns on and starts charging, and we'll start the timer, and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Like when we were young.
So guys, we are finished with the 5-minute charge test, and we were able to get a 4% increase, which is not too bad. I did have some applications in the background, so that is something to consider. And I did have location services and all that enabled with Wi-Fi, so that's pretty good if you ask me. That's a pretty good, strong, solid charge right there. And I think they did a really good job with this case, to be honest. It looks really nice, it's different from others, and it's just set apart, and it's really thin, extremely thin. This is one of the thinnest cases that I've had on this iPhone that is a battery case. It's really thin, and let me show you guys up close so you guys can actually see it. It's extremely thin, and I just can't get over the fact of how thin it is. And you know, there's some space for your phone not to touch the screen right here on the top, but I would not recommend actually having this case as something protective, because if you drop it, it's gonna crack. I've actually had several friends that have battery cases, and plop, their phone cracks, and then they start crying to me why it broke, and it's because they don't realize that it's not an OtterBox or a life-saving case. So do beware of that. And I really just like the ports. The audio is actually ineffective. I'll give you guys a little sample here. So it's not too bad. If anything, it redirects the sound to the front of your face, and it sounds pretty good. It's really not that bad. It's not as clear. It does sound a little bit muffly, just a little bit. It's really not that affected. If anything, it sounds a little bit better, and it's a little bit easier to hear, and your hand won't really cover it because it's not at the bottom, it's positioned at the top. So that's really convenient there. And I love how they keep the ports on the bottom of the device, and I've seen some that actually have it on the sides, and it's just really dumb. And I like how Skiva actually put it on the bottom of the device, which is really convenient. And here I have their 2-in-1 cable, and I can use this to actually charge the case and the iPhone at the same time, and it fits very nicely. And if anything, if I want to take my iPhone out of the case and charge it with Lightning, I can do that with this one cable. So that's really awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me them. I will surely get to you. And let me know if this video helped you, or if you liked it, or if you have any video suggestions, any products that you want to see. I have tons of more Skiva products coming, so feel free to search for them and find my videos. Have a scavenger hunt. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.